8 months on, the Israeli military has made a dramatic rescue of 4 hostages taken by Hamas on October the 7th. They were extracted by helicopter after special forces staged a daring daylight raid and have been reunited with their loved ones tonight with no serious injuries. But the operation seems to have come at a terrible price for residents and refugees in central Gaza, with reports of hundreds of people killed, including many women and children. Ian Woods reports.
Alive and apparently well despite 246 days in Hamas captivity. Andrei Kozlov and Almog Meir embraced each other. Shlomi Ziv hugged members of his family. And Noah Argamani back in her father's arms on his birthday, who thanked what he called the most humane and moral army in the world. They took phone calls from Israel's President Herzog, and their freedom prompted jubilation.
Thank you for bringing my son to me, to us. I'm so excited that I could hug him today.
But freeing the hostages by force came at a price. Explosions rocked the town of Nusrat as Israel staged an air and ground assault. The dead and injured began arriving at a nearby hospital. According to the UN, the military operation may have killed more than 200 Palestinians. She said 2 cousins were killed and 2 seriously injured. They did not commit any sin. They were sitting at home. The IDF said Israel had prepared for the mission for weeks and that they came under fire during the operation.
This was a high-risk, complex mission based on precise intelligence conducted in daylight in 2 separate buildings deep inside Gaza.
Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu was quick to revel in the success of the mission and celebrate with the families of the former hostages. Only a handful of those taken have been rescued. Almost 100 are thought to still be alive, but negotiations to bring more of them home have been stalled for months.
We're committed to getting the release of all the hostages, and we expect Hamas to release them all. But if they don't, we'll do whatever it takes to get them all back home.
Noah Argamani was one of the most recognizable of the hostages, screaming in terror as she and her boyfriend were seized from the Nova Music Festival. He's still a prisoner. Her Hamas captors exploited her for propaganda purposes. She appeared in their videos. The IDF released brief footage of her being rescued and put on board the helicopter which would take her home. She and the others survived, not just being held prisoner, but heavy Israeli bombardment seeking revenge for the October the 7th atrocities. In Gaza tonight, there is fresh grief at yet more lives lost. But across the border, only celebrations at 4 lives saved. Ian Woods, ITV News.